Okay. We are ready.
Get your camera going. You have to click on the little camera up at the top.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, come on. There we go.
I've only been gone for 3 days.
Okay.
We're ready.
Ready?
Yes.
Can you guys see me?
Yes. Hello, the Civil Service.
Hello.
Hello, Joe. The City of Seattle Civil Service Commission meeting will come to order. It is now 2:02. I'll begin with the land acknowledgement. Today, I would like to acknowledge that we are on the traditional lands of the first people of Seattle, the Squamish people. Past and present, and we honor with gratitude the land itself and the Squamish tribe. We are here to do the work of Seattle Civil Service Commission, whose responsibility is to ensure that Seattle's city workforce reflects the shared values of this community with respect to its indigenous people, and we are committed to holding each other accountable.
That's very nice.
The next order of business will be introductions. I'll start with myself. My name is Ray Caesar, Civil Service Commission Chair.
Denise Wells, Civil Service Commission.
Teresa Jacobs, Executive Assistant of the Commission.
I'm Andrea Shealy, Executive Director of the Commissions.
Sarah Butler, Operations and Policy Advisor.
And I'm Joe Levan from the City Attorney's Office, legal counsel for the commission.
Anyone else? Okay. The next order of business will be public comment. Seeing none, hearing none. The next order of business will be approval of the minutes. I guess we have several to approve. I just start with the top line. The recent minutes from September the 16th. The Civil Service Commission meeting minutes were distributed. Is there any corrections to the minutes? Hearing none. I guess the minutes will be adopted. Meeting minutes for the October the 21st special meeting retreat. Again, the meeting minutes were distributed. Are there any corrections to those minutes?
For me.
That's good.
Since there are no corrections, and these minutes will also be adopted.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Do we need to do a motion? Joe?
To adopt the minutes,
Yes.
yes, that'd
Okay.
be preferable. Yes.
Okay.
Do I make the motion and or just Ray do it?
Sure, Steve.
Okay, well, I move to accept the minutes as distributed. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, you ready for the question? The meeting minutes distributed for the October 21st special meeting. All those in favor? Say aye. All those opposed? Hearing none, the special meeting minutes for October 21st Civil Service Commission special meeting is adopted.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Commissioner Weidman Williams is trying to get into the meeting. I wonder if we could figure out how to send her, like to invite her.
We can recess
Oh, yeah, we could. Yeah, why don't we do that? Recess for
for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
The meeting will stay in recess for 5 minutes.
And Teresa, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you, there's an option on the screen to bring participant to on screen. Can you see me, or if I click, I'm clicking that. No,
There we
does
go.
that change?
Now you're on screen. You're on screen.
So before, could you see me or not?
Yes, we can see you on the side.
We could see
Okay.
you, but it
Okay.
wasn't on the recording. So now he'll be on the recording.
Oh,
But the
so I should
digital
do, so
Can
I
I
should
try
do
to
this.
join Mary? Can I use your computer?
And we are still recording.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
well, let me try typing her, because that will just type in Commissioner Mary. Or, there she is, right there. We could also, I'll put her on speaker. I'll do that, because she's not joining. Drive, I'm gonna go see how it works. Oh,
So let me.
I think it worked last month.
So they put it in-
Joe, do we need to wait the full 5 minutes or can we come right back on? Because we have Mary on speaker now.
You're voting on the minutes, right?
They have already voted on 2 sets of minutes, or maybe not.
One set, then we're gonna go back and do
The second.
Yes. You can go
September
back.
16th. We didn't do the full.
Okay.
We did the unanimous consent, but
He says you can go back on.
You can proceed.
Thanks, Joe.
okay. The meeting is back to order. Just to let you all know, Commissioner Whiteman Williams has joined us. Hello, Commissioner Whiteman.
So here we are.
Okay. We are in the process of approving the minutes. The next order of business is to continue to approve the minutes. We are on September the 16th, 2024. The meeting minutes has been distributed. Are there any corrections?
For the,
For meeting minutes, September the 16th.
no, I mean,
I have no correction.
Since there are no corrections, are you ready for the question? Are you ready for the question?
yes.
The question is, those in favor of adopting the minutes as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say no. The ayes have it, and the meeting minutes for September the 16th is adopted. The next order of minutes would be for the joint meeting of the Public Safety and Civil Service Commission that was held on November the 21st. The meeting minutes were distributed in advance. Were there any corrections to these minutes?
Not by me.
No corrections, no edits.
Hearing no corrections, or are you ready for the question?
Yes.
The question is, are those in favor of adopting the joint meeting of the Public Safety and Civil Service Commission special meeting dated November the 21st, say aye.
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 Those opposed, say no. Ayes have it, and the minutes are adopted. Then we give it to the secretary of this.
And I think we have to think everyone would vote on
The other one. And that would be,
October 21, page 5.
Those are.
oh, okay.
Oh, you already voted on that one?
Yeah, we went through.
Oh, forgive me.
Yes.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Okay. The next order of business is public comment. Were there any public, Secretary Jacobs, or any public comments?
There were no comments in writing or in person.
Hearing that there are no comments, the next order of business would be, I guess, we are at the action items. There were no executive session. So we will continue on to move forward with any updates and discussions.
Do you want to do the action items? Would you like to? I think we have some business to elect a chair for 2025.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on the page. Right. Isn't this the minutes from last month?
Now we're looking at the minutes next. Okay, no, the agenda from last month. Oh, boy. Okay, so the next order of business will be the action items. That would be to elect a new chair. In the pamphlet that was given out, there was some procedure that was according to the rules of the Civil Service Commission's the rules and practice procedure. Each year, a chair is selected. Section 2.04, the selection of the chair should be elected from among the commissioners by majority vote for 1-year term. Of course, the commissioner may serve 2 consecutive terms. Are there any nominations from the floor?
I will, I'd like to say, first of all, that Commissioner Caesar has done a really good job as our chair this year. And I appreciate how you jumped in and learned what you need to know and stretched yourself outside the comfort zone. And so based on that and the rules of order, I would like to nominate Commissioner Ray Caesar for the position of chair of the commission in 2025.
And I would second that nomination. That's what we're supposed to do.
Oh, that's fine. There's been moved and seconded that Ray Caesar be nominated as chair, or is there any further nominations? Hearing none, by acclamation, Ray Caesar is the chair for the year 2025.
Is Ray Caesar okay with that?
Yes. Yes, indeed. Thank you both.
Thank you all. Good choice.
Okay, great. Yeah, let me absorb that for a minute.
Back to work now.
Okay, the next action item will be the 2025 commission meeting and schedule discussion, and a potential vote.
I think Teresa Jacobs would be the right person to kick off this discussion.
So, in the memo, I stated that these are the third Monday of the month in 2025. And I did put alternate dates because with the reorganization of the staff, our hearing room is also being used by the exams unit. So we've run across some conflicts where they've scheduled exams in the room, and also our Monday meetings tend to fall on city holidays. So we need to look at other dates to schedule our meetings. We can go ahead and schedule them now, and if there's any conflicts or changes, they can be discussed and then changed at a later date perhaps, or canceled, given enough notice. But right now, if we want to get some dates on the calendar for our upcoming meetings, it would be suggested that we go ahead and schedule those now.
So I have an observation, and thank you for providing those dates and the alternate dates. That was really helpful. And in looking at that, my observation is that more of our meetings will need to get scheduled. About half of our meetings will need to be rescheduled, I guess, is what I'm looking at. So I'm thinking it may be wise for us to consider moving from the third Mondays to second Mondays, perhaps, in 2025. So I would invite us to perhaps have that discussion as we're thinking about scheduling the dates for next year.
Okay, there's a motion to move the Civil Service Commission meetings from the third Monday to the second Monday. Is there further discussion?
That works for me.
Yeah, and I'm just taking a quick look at whether there were a lot of holidays on those second Mondays, and I'm not seeing it nearly as many.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I looked at my calendar anyway, and it didn't look like there were too many more conflicts if we moved into the second Monday.
From a staffing perspective, in April, I won't be able to attend.
Yeah, and we'll have to look at what the exam schedule is.
Well, the second Monday was recommended as a lot of the dates that she has on here.
That's true, that's true.
So,
And I did look against the exam schedule, and these dates are available to be in this room.
so do you think on the other months they might be as well?
Oh, they are.
They are for all the
So anything that doesn't have an alternate date, then the room is available.
on that first Monday. But would it be available on the second Monday if we moved all of them to the second Monday?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I can go grab the copy of the exam schedule too, so we can put them up next to each other.
Yeah,
It looked like she had offered all of those alternate dates. There were, almost all of them were, the second Monday was included.
Yeah.
right.
No,
My question though was whether like the March and June, whether the second Monday would be open
Oh, got it.
in July and
Oh,
August.
I'm
October.
sorry, yes, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, if we're just making it across the board, we need to check the calendar for
Yeah.
the testing.
So, Secretary Jacobs, March the 17th, June the 6th, all blank. What will be blank because?
There's not.
There was no, there's no holiday.
Conflict, no holiday,
Oh,
and
I see.
there wasn't an exam scheduled in this room.
So this would be March 10th if we did the second. June would be. June would be the 9th.
And Chair Caesar,
Yes.
when you get to the point of voting on this, I recommend that the motion be to set the regular meeting schedule for the commission for the dates that you all vote on at the time that you vote on it to be. So 2 p.m. it looks like is the standard time.
Thank you.
October 13th is Indigenous Peoples' Day, a city holiday. Yes, it is. That is that's a holiday. Second Monday in October.
Thank you.
So I'm guessing in that case, we could still, I know that we're still under discussion, it's not a motion, but we could still theoretically go for a second Monday option with only making one adjustment or two adjustments versus 6 or 7 if we keep it on the third Monday.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the only adjustment would need to be October 20th, possibly, depending on whether the room's available.
Okay, and so we're doing the second Monday, so January would be the
Oh, I think Teresa's checking the schedule for us.
Oh, what is Easter Monday? Easter Monday is not a holiday. Google thinks it is.
What you doing, Mary?
Sorry. I have a terrible headache and I was just trying to quietly open some ibuprofen, so I'll put myself on mute.
It was pretty quiet.
I was a big concern.
Yeah, this is looking better for not having alternatives.
It's not looking good for a second.
Oh, it's not
No,
for the room.
no.
Oh, really? Okay. Maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Commissioner Whiteman?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear all of it. Something's not, some of the room was not available at all. I didn't catch
Yeah.
it.
Basically, yeah. Seems like it's as we expected.
So the room's not available for any of those dates or?
Some of the dates are conflicting with, the second Monday, it's conflicting
Okay.
with an exam schedule, but it's, one, two, three. Yeah, so far there's 5 where the second Monday conflicts with an exam.
Well, I personally have no problem with just doing the second Monday for all of the months that are currently conflicting based on Teresa's schedule. I'm doing the first Monday on the remaining dates. I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm gonna get on my schedule now, so I should be able to remember it. Unless there's another idea.
No, I think that seems like a fine idea, and we'll just be sure to send this out. If it works today, we'll be sure to send it out quickly so everyone can just calendar it.
Yeah, can I go through it and then just make sure?
You
When
wanna
I'm
vote
looking at my large calendar, not on my phone.
it? Okay, do you wanna vote it at the next meeting?
Yes, and then if we can just go ahead and schedule January today.
Yeah.
And then I'll give you the same printout showing what dates are available second week and then give you alternates.
Then I would vote for the January meeting or I would support the January 13th. Only because I'm very selfish. I have another thing in Seattle on the first week of the month and I have to come to twice. Works for me, the same week.
Commissioner Whiteman, January the 13th, as we're just gonna schedule that monthly meeting and then take a look at the annual meetings, monthly meetings on that date, once the dates are verified.
Yeah, that works for me. January 13th is available.
Oh, that's a Wednesday.
What?
It says, oh, wait a minute, ignore me, I'm in a completely wrong year. I'm in 2027, I'm getting ahead of myself. The 13th is a Monday.
Okay, so for now, we'll.
At 2 p.m. still, right?
Is there a second?
Yes.
Yes,
Second. So it's been moved and seconded that the January meeting be scheduled for the 13th at 2:00 p.m. All those in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. January the 13th monthly meeting will be held at 2:00 p.m. Further discussion will be discussed at that time for the remaining of the months, once the calendars are verified with other priority things that's going on in the room and having it available. Joe, would that work?
Yes, that works. Excellent. I was going to suggest that. So Teresa, well done.
Thank you,
you.
Teresa.
It's hard to do these things on the fly, so it's good to just set it for next month, and then Teresa can provide alternatives, and you can set it for the rest of the year.
It's hard enough for one of us to schedule ourselves. Good work, everyone. Trying to schedule a whole room full of people. Thank you, Teresa.
So the next order of business, we will be commenced by the Executive Director, Shelley.
Yes, thank you. Thank you all for being here and attending today, even though it's nearing the holidays. So I really appreciate everybody being ready to work. I will refer to the budget on page 11 of your materials. We are, once again, right on track for our spending for this year. You know, we're gonna have a big change in 2025. We all know that there'll be additional staff, and not only that, there's a pretty large non-labor budget that comes along with that body of work. The fire and police exams unit, and we will have additional staff and having additional non-labor budget added to that unit. And so to our department in 2025 for work that we've never done before, which is doing yearly testing. Well, it's increasing the work we've already done before, but yearly testing rather than every other year testing for a firefighter. And so, you know, we come with that unit comes with very experienced staff. However, we have a new manager, Mike Nelson, who you met last month. So, you know, I hope everything will go smoothly. We'll do our very best to make everything go smoothly, but there may be some bumps along the way. We'll be keeping a even closer eye on the budget than we currently do. But anyway, that's just sort of a preview on what's coming up next year. Is just a lot of work, a lot of changes, and we're really, really excited about it. But this year we're doing fine. We'll probably end up with a little bit of underspend, and as in past years, we will request to carry that remainder over for the funds that Mayor Durkin originally allocated to this department to have in reserve for legal fees if needed related to the vaccine mandate. That work is still you know, having an impact. That vaccine requirement is still having an impact on our work, and so I will request and make the case, and hopefully it will be granted, that we are able to carry that authority, those allocated funds forward. If not, we'll figure out what to do. All right, that's my budget report. For departmental update, I sort of started into that. The biggest thing that's happening right now departmentally is the reorganization, but I'm really happy that everything is moving forward, in no small part to the work of Sarah Butler and Teresa Jacobs here in this room. They're both handling, Teresa's handling the physical move and the people move, and then Sarah is handling their electronic move of their data, information, and their online City of Seattle electronic presences. And if either of you have anything that you want to report to the commission, feel free, because there's just a lot. And also, if you feel like it's done, then that's fine too. I want to leave some space for that. It's going. I can tell you, it's going really well. I mean, they're both good.
It is going well. It's not exciting stuff.
It's not exciting, but the exciting part is there have not been any significant snags, and the competency that both of you are bringing to this work is making it so.
We've been
Yes.
I was thinking in our previous discussion about the use of the hearing room now for exams, for example. And I was just thinking about the logistical maneuvering of bringing all the new staff on, and I'm curious about are people actually physically moving to offices in that space? Is there enough room? Are there going to be people on different floors? It's just
Yeah. What's it going to look like?
What that looks like.
Yeah, thank you. And Teresa, is there something you wanted to plug in there first?
I was just gonna say that, yes, it's kind of the quick and the dead with this room now. So it's, you know, who gets it first.
Yeah, which is fine, because
Yeah.
both commissions set their schedules at the beginning of the year. We also, other resources that we have available to us is we have two other conference rooms that we've utilized for different purposes on this floor, and we can also reserve the boards and commissions room at the City Hall. Yeah, if needed, and that's a really nice room as well. But yeah, if somebody's got this room and we need to reschedule, we're not going to move an exam out of this room so that we can have a commission meeting or a hearing. We will schedule hearings around around the use of the exams room. But yeah, like Teresa said, if we've got it, then we've got it, and they've got to find another place, which there are many.
Yeah.
So Mary, and Sarah and Teresa, feel free to interrupt me if I get something wrong or miss it, but what it's looking like right now is that we have done some electrical work in our space to sort of bring it up to par for having this many people in our space. We will, if you're imagining that you're walking through the space, Teresa's up at the front. And what used to be Teresa's office is now the office of Mike Nelson. He's the new manager who you met last month. I'm in the office that used to be the small conference room. Two exams specialists, 2 exams analysts are going to be in my old office, and Sarah's still got her office at the end of the hall. We have acquired new office space down the hall. Mary, I'm not sure if you got to see that. It's in a state of flux.
I don't think that's not.
Yeah, well, we'll be sure to show it to you when you're up next. It's sort of in a state of flux. It's the old CPC space, which you probably didn't have occasion to visit. But it's got old furniture that we're having removed and surplusing. And that is where 3, soon to be 4 exam staffers, including Rachel, a new employee, Thebia, and Adelaide, will come from the 55th floor and move in there. And then it'll be 3 people because we're moving the new fire staff person who's yet to be hired into the space where we are. We have some new really nice cubes in our current office space. So Teresa's handling all of the furniture issues, painting. We're gonna have a big secure storage area over there down the hall. So we're just slowly taking over the 16th floor.
Yeah.
And we need it. This finally feels to me like we are gonna have the right number of staff and the right amount of space to do all of this work, which is growing, of course, but that this team has been doing for many, many years on just a really small group of employees.
Well, thank you for that. I just was reflecting back on a couple of years ago where I had to fight to retain the space and had been underutilized. And now we're all filled up, so that's great.
Yeah, it is really great. And we're getting to do a little bit of other improvements around here. If you could see us right now in the meeting, you'd see the many paint swatches we've put on the walls because we're going to give the hearing room a refresh as well.
Great. Thank you for that.
Appreciate it. Thank you for asking, Mary. Anything we can answer for you too? Nope.
You know what? I have a question of when do you expect this one to, next month, we're gonna be meeting in this, well, we don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll be here.
We'll be in this room?
Yep.
Will it be painted with the new gray blue or?
I think it will be, right, Teresa?
We hope so.
Oh, yeah.
We hope so.
Painting is a tough
Yeah.
job.
Well, and we need to get this is so much more than we need for a meeting, but we've got this new beautiful art in this room, but we have to arrange with the art specialists to remove it and then put it back up. So there's a lot of moving pieces.
Our wishes are coming true.
That's some beautiful.
Surprisingly, yes. Andrea says we're scrappy, but things tend to come through for us. So we're grateful that the timing is working out.
Good. Yeah, and we work with so many good people across the city. They want to do the work. They want to do us a favor if they can, and so we're just really grateful for all of our partners across the city. FAS especially has really got our back right now.
Yes.
Okay, is there any further business?
Oh, further business. That's really most of it. I mean, on the public safety civil service side, we have a couple of disciplinary appeals that are moving along for hearing in 2025. We're also looking forward to the appointment of a new commissioner. You were participating in the meeting last month where Stacy Knoll kind of rolled off the commission after 6 years, and we'll be having a new commissioner join. I'm not going to say her name yet because we don't have the signed papers yet, but we're really excited to welcome a new commissioner.
Okay. Any further business? Any further business?
Andrew, were you gonna speak to the Reichenbach update?
Yep, that's the only thing we have left is the Reichenbach v. SPU case, which is, you recall, over the spring, summer, early summer, you all delegated that case to the Office of Hearing Examiner for hearing. It appears that the parties are attempting to resolve the matter through mediation, but it has not yet been resolved, if it is going to be at all. So we will keep an eye on that case and continue to give you updates and proceed to the next step, if there is one for the commission.
So I have a question. We, by vote, made the decision to delegate all of the, any upcoming hearings to the Office of Hearing Examiner until we had a full commission. So I'm curious, do we have to now vote to, reflect that next phase, or do we just wait until we have another case come our way and make a decision at that point?
You do not need to vote again to lift like a choice to delegate. No, we'll just, when we get an appeal, I will review it for jurisdiction and timeliness. We will present it to you all, and we'll just do the same process of the previous ones. If there's a reason, to raise a conflict or consider delegation, we'll just do that on a case-by-case basis. Thank you.
There's another case, so we don't have to worry about that one.
Oh, that one is very old. That's a closed case.
Is there any further business?
None from me.
Okay. Can we get a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
Let's go move and second it, that this meeting be adjourned. Are you ready for the question?
Yep.
Those in favor say
Aye.
those opposed say ayes have it, and this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Yeah, happy holidays.
Commissioner Weidman-Williams, thank you.
Yeah, sorry guys, but I don't know what happened, but happy holidays nonetheless.
This is fine. Thank you so much. I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
The time of adjournment is 2:39.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Joe.
Joe,
Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you all.
See you next year.
Probably before. Bye-bye.
Or before. Oh, boy.